when your spine and the points on your spine are opened, well, you're healthy. That's the theory. Hi there, I'm Petar and this is PetarSmiljana Qigong channel. Today I would like to talk about Tong Ren therapy. First, I would like to explain what Tong Ren really is. It's a famous acupuncture regimen that was made for describing 12 primary channels and their points. It was made by famous Dr. Wang in 1026 AD in ancient China. This Dr. Wang he explained the connections between 12 primary channels and some of the things that were not really clear about in this model of healing. He also connected these 12 primary channels and represented this in his book about moxibustion, and this book was written in the same year as this regimen was made. Dr. Wang and the emperor of that time, Ren were actually the main reason why acupuncture became so popular in China. Tong Ren, or regimen, was once also the part of a bargain during the peace negotiation. The northern tribes wouldn't agree on a peace treaty if there was no Tong Ren or regimen involved, and the person who had knowledge about acupuncture and such healing arts. As you can imagine, this was once very important knowledge. But today's blog is actually about something else. It's about Tong Ren doll therapy. I heard of this therapy when me and Smiljana were invited to teach private lessons of Qigong to a couple who live in the suburbia of Trieste. He is a medical doctor and he was really excited to meet us. I still admire his eagerness to learn new things. He learned acupuncture beside his main specialty in medicine and many alternative approaches in acupuncture. He persisted those who gave him most efficient and the quickest results. What was really important for him, and still is the simplicity. He heard of Qigong, though he hadn't tried it yet. Now he was able to try, and we were here to assist him, and of course his wife. After a couple of minutes when we were sitting there discussing how should we start and everything, he mentioned this Tong Ren therapy, a therapy where you use a rubber acupuncture doll and a metal hammer and you tap on this doll. Then he said this therapy was composed by one Chinese man who lives in Boston, USA. And then he asked us, have we heard of it? We just know. Well, this is a therapy where you use this rubber doll and this metal hammer and you tap on it. This tapping produces vibrations that then stimulate a person's energy system. He was expecting at least a small smirk from us, but we just sat there and listened to him. It was new to us to hear that someone is using this principle, but it wasn't nothing new about this principle. We are Qigong practitioners and we are used to working with energy. It is a part of our daily routine. If you do something with an attention on energy and energy system, it doesn't matter if you use a medium like a doll or a hammer, you still are working with the energy. This doctor who became dear friend introduced to us this therapy, and then he invited us to a seminar in Florence where the Tong Ren's Society center is. We got to know very interesting people down there on seminar. There were around 40 people down there on this seminar and 25 of them were medical doctors. You would expect from such people that a little bit of seriousness and serious debates, but no, there were only words about vibrations, about good feeling thoughts about what do you feel and what do you sense during when you are receiving or you are giving the therapy. And it was all pleasant and all warm, you know, and just open-mindedness all around you. It was really nice. This association named Tong Ren, Italy, is led by renowned Italian acupuncturist Dr. Giovanni Cellerini. He first met Tom Tam while he was exploring acupuncture alternative approaches. He was such a deep scholar when he met humble and simple Tom Tam. Tom said to Giovanni, "Why don't you try this simple method of just tapping this doll? You'll see, you'll probably have really good results. You won't need to do anything else." You see, that time Giovanni Cellerini was using more than one approach and trying this and combining with just trying to figure out which combination is really good. Afterwards, when he tried Tong Ren therapy, he just finished all else and he's now doing only this, so only Tong Ren. Since then, he had many successful cases with cancer, multiple sclerosis and other heavy cases. As for our friend and our student, he still is practicing his medicine, and sometimes he also does Tong Ren therapy when he feels comfortable. Tom Tam is an inventor, Qigong master and poet and writer. He had a big success with Tong Ren therapy, treating a lot of cancer patients and other heavy cases. He is also inventing all the time new gadgets in the field of energy medicine. What is interesting about this therapy is its simplicity. Everyone can do it. Actually, patients and their relatives are encouraged to learn it and to do it at home to help each other. Tom Tam has written protocols for every major disease. He explained some of points in his books and booklets. Points such as gallbladder 8, large intestine 17 and large intestine 18 are given a special place in therapy. When you open these points, energy starts flowing. One more thing worth of mentioning is Hua Tuo Jaji points on the back. These points are only mentioned as extra points in puncture literature, and they are not really used anymore, and some schools are teaching about it, but usually they are just mentioned. They were found by famous Hua Tuo doctor, who is really a legend in China, since he made so much things on the field of medicine. He was one of the first surgeons in China, Chinese history. He composed this 5-animal sport set, which is really famous Qigong set that mimics movements of 5 animals and uses vibrational sounds that open and stimulate internal organs. I should mention that Hua Tuo was a genius. All his books and all his writings were lost, and what we have today are only the remains of the knowledge that was, I don't know how, preserved, but all his books were burned like during the Dark Ages. Well, Tom Tam explained again this Hua Tuo Jaji. Probably these explanations are different than they were when Hua Tuo was alive, but anyway, he explained them again, and he added some points on the cervical spine, which is here on your neck, and on the sacral part, and he also explained these new points. And now these points are really part where all the therapy is basically based on. When your spine and the points on your spine are opened, well, you're healthy. That's the theory. Well, this is it for today. In the next video, I will explain some more about working on a vibrational level and with energy, and how this is all used in a practical sense. May the Qi be with you. Bye.